this is Myka. Did you know we do the show live every Wednesday at 7 Eastern? You can watch live exclusively at gasdigitalnetwork.com. Gas Digital members not only get the live stream, but also the video version of the show, live chat, archived episodes, plus brand new episodes 5 days before they go to iTunes, Google Play, or anywhere else. We have a bunch of other great shows on the network, like The Josta Show, Legion of Skanks, High Society Radio, and many more. That's gasdigitalnetwork.com. When you check out, use the promo code SHAME and save $1 on the monthly membership. Plus, you get a 14-day free trial to see if you like it. That's just $6 a month. That's gasdigitalnetwork.com, promo code SHAME, all caps, bitch, when you check out. And even if you can't subscribe, you can help us out by subscribing for free on iTunes and leaving a positive review, you pieces of shit, and a 5-star rating. Thanks for listening. Add personal sign-off.
You're a bitch, you're a slut, you're so ugly, you're a mutt, go fuck yourself, shame on. You're a nerd, you're too fat, fuck your shoes, fuck your hat, go fuck yourself, shame on. Fuck you, fuck me, fuck everybody, go fuck yourself, shame on. Whoa, shame on. We hate you, 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 shame on.
I just realized I haven't taken a shower since Saturday.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, I finally took one this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That makes me feel... I mean, no big deal. We were just, like, flying on multiple planes and performing at, like, a burlesque show where everyone dressed in one bathroom.
Yes. And
you should have seen where I changed my tampon. It was horrendous.
And I was in, like, multiple pools of water shared by other people. I was in hot tubs. I was in pools, jacuzzis, saunas where, like... old Korean men were probably there naked right before. So, yeah. And I didn't... This morning, I finally was like, get in the fucking shower, Kerryn.
Petrie Kerryn. Petrie Kerryn. We made it back from LA, and I'm super excited for this episode. It's a very spooky Halloween episode. Do you like that?
A day late.
A day late. A day late. $5,000 short.
I have to push this button in to make my headphones work. Like, okay. I'll have to hold it in. Like, you know how when, like, a mic doesn't work, you, like, hold the wire?
Yeah.
That's what I have to do in order to hear myself.
You hear that, Ricky? This isn't for the audience. This is for you to listen to right now.
I know. I'm not... It's, like, not his fault. It's, like, the Foddy equipment. You know what? I think it just takes a second to, like...
Warm up?
Warm up.
Okay, well, I feel fucking super warm right now. I'm so warm for our guest.
Sexually turned on?
I am warm, but in fairness, I did have a sex dream about Jimmy Fallon last night.
Oh.
So, I mean, I think it was maybe in anticipation of our guest, another person masquerading as straight. I'm so excited. So excited. We have a magician here today, and if you're a fan of mine, then you know I've dated more than a few.
Wait, how many?
I've dated 2. One more seriously. One was just a first date. I am friends with 5 different groups of magicians in the city. They don't all hang out with each other, but they know who each other are. Super excited. A very funny comedian and a magician. I don't know which one he's better at, but I'm super excited. Harrison Greenbaum.
Thank you.
You may have seen on America's Got Talent.
I didn't know you dated magicians.
I did.
Oh, it lit up. He lit
No.
right
I'm
up.
curious because I probably know the people who they are.
Oh, I'll whisper to you afterward.
Why can't we shout out these magicians? They don't have Instagram?
I don't want them to think I still care.
You just admitted it.
But they don't know if I'm talking about them. They know.
I only met one of them, and he was pretty cute.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah.
He, like, stole my
the
heart.
blondie one, right?
Oh, he was so good looking.
Yeah.
And was he good at magic?
He was great at magic, but, like, as far as I can tell, I fall for every fucking trick. I've never once been like, oh, I see how they did it. Not once.
Yeah.
I love watching magic tricks. I used to think it was... When I met this magician, I was like, oh, he's such a fucking nerd. He had, like, cowboy boots on with, like, cards embossed in the leather. I was like, what a fucking nerd. And then I looked at his face. I was like, hello. Like, beautiful blue eyes, huge dick-sucking lips. Amazing. Loved him. We never fucked. Can you guess why, Harrison?
Why?
I don't know. Can you tell me why?
Did he just disappear?
Wait a minute. You never fucked?
No. Was he gay?
You were dating someone you never fucked? I literally
How many
don't
dates did you
understand
go
this
on?
concept.
For 3 months.
Whoa.
What? He would sleep in my bed.
Were you 14?
No, I was.
Were you ever like, hey, why aren't we fucking?
Yeah. He said, oh, yeah, I did. He said, having sex. Well, because he would. Here's the thing.
It was David Koresh.
Oh, my God. It was David Cross. He called me Ching Chong Bing Bong. Copperfield.
Wait, what did he say? You were like,
So I insisted that he used a condom because this was before like
for not having sex. You just made him wear one for fun?
no for having sex, right?
Okay.
And then he would just like back off, and so like I think it was like a religious thing, like he wasn't gonna use condoms or something.
Wait,
like
what?
Wait a minute. What religion forbids you to use condoms?
Catholics.
Really? Well, I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
but
more
also
fun that way. I think that's just our sneak around.
No, but if you're that religious that you can't wear condoms, you're also that religious that you can't have premarital sex. Period.
But you're gonna raw dog it with a chick you just met 3 months ago?
I mean, how many religious people fuck up the butt just to get around God's rules? I mean, if Jews can get special elevators so that way they don't break Shabbat, then certainly we can do a little dick sucking to get around God.
I think that he probably couldn't get hard with a condom on.
There's so many reasons. There's many things to think. What he told me was, he's like, I don't have sex. Sex makes things too complicated. I'm like, what's complicated is not fucking and having to explain why not.
Or we're just friends.
Right. But he would like go down on me. He like would like, he did all these things. Like once like we were like up on his roof and he like whispered, he's like, at 5 a.m. I'm gonna rape you. Oh, so
With his tongue?
I don't know. He never did it.
I'm like, I'll probably sleep through
Jesus.
that.
He never did it.
I don't know. If we're not fucking, like I'm just gonna be bad. I'm gonna be like this. It won't make sense. It just wouldn't have made sense.
He was so cute, and I was so turned on by him. I would just like waited around.
I would cry every night and be like, "Why aren't you fucking me?"
I did. That's eventually what happened. Eventually, I was just like, I can't take this. This is. He might have been a withholder, like, and that makes perfect sense
Gave
for a
him power.
magician,
It was a mystery.
right? Yeah.
This is a better
Where am
mystery.
I hiding my dick?
It was. It was.
So many secrets.
Yeah, they love withholding. They love withholding the truth. They love withholding anything. Orgasms, I guess.
I mean, props for sticking it out for 3 months. He was cute,
He was very cute.
but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's too long. I thought you were going to say, we had 3 dates, and I would have been like, all right. But 3
No.
months, that's an incredible amount of
You're
time.
in a relationship, but you're not fucking.
Yeah.
Right.
It would be insane to me.
And then I went on one date with another one, and that first date, he's like, have you ever been engaged? And I was like, stop. I
Jesus
can't.
Christ.
Magician, your people.
My people.
Your people are the most intense. Yes?
Yeah, there's a reason I say I'm a comedian first.
You're a comedian first. Okay, because it's pretty embarrassing to admit you're a comedian.
They're both very different cultures, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
They're like hanging out with comedians is very different than hanging out with magicians.
How so? Is this a New York or LA moment?
Right?
Yeah, no.
No, magicians, there's much fewer magicians.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a much more tight-knit group. I think to do magic, there's a lot more sort of like studying and nerdiness. Like to be a comedian, you can just be like a broken person and talk about your broken life. Magic is there's a much higher barrier to entry. You don't have to. It's not just talking. Not to say that comedy isn't insanely difficult, but you have to own props and learn things and
Skill is choreography.
there's all this skill and stuff.
You have to wear long sleeves all the time and rings.
Lots of capes.
None of those are necessary, but I feel like it's become the I
rings
feel like
are
magicians
necessary.
always dress 10 years behind.
Well, the rings
What?
are necessary for the magnets they have in them. I know.
Myka, shut up! I know. Shut up. Callers, she was just kidding.
They can't kick me out of the magic rooms because I'm not a magician.
Yeah.
Look to
Stop
your own
spoiling
people.
it. Stop spoiling it.
Yeah. Will you tell?
Mirrors, smoke. There's just like, it's sad that it's all fake, I guess. I want to believe, I mean, I do. I believe in like real magic.
So when did you first realize you were magical?
I started doing magic when I was a kid, so that my dad showed me like a card trick, and he wouldn't tell me how it was done, and then that drove me crazy. So I tried to figure it out. Went to the library, read all the magic books, started going to magic stores.
Really?
Like, when Times
Because
Square was
just
still,
because
like,
your dad
seedy.
wouldn't talk to you?
No. He eventually showed me how to do it, but it was that spark of like, wait, I don't know this thing. I want to learn it. Like, I'm glad he didn't show me immediately, you know?
Yeah.
And then I went to magic camp.
Of course
Yeah.
you did.
Sleepover? Was it sleepover magic?
It's a
camp?
week-long magic camp.
Did you spend the night there every night?
Yeah, it's sleepover.
Yeah.
Like, it's the sleepaway camp.
Did you share beds there?
There was we switched campuses. The first campus when I started, there were like bunk beds, so there'd be like 4 guys in a room.
Were there any lady magicians?
Yeah, I mean the ratios usually there's about 100 to 110 kids, and I would say like 10 of those kids are female.
Wow.
But we're trying to put. I mean, that if you think there's not enough female comics, there was definitely not enough female magicians. Like,
Here's
Well,
the
it's
thing,
just
though.
crazy,
women just
right?
aren't
Here's-
magical.
You know, here's the thing.
no, but there should be. There's no reason like it's crazy that there are. I can't name a single famous female magician. Like it's. You can name a famous female comedian. That's easy, but female
Caitlyn
magician.
Jenner.
So I think that's crazy.
Here's what I bet it is. Because, like, somebody's like, oh, you can be a magician. Like, you can do the magic tricks and wear, like, pants and, like, a shirt and, like, a hat or a cape. Or you can be like the smoke show who gets cut in half. You don't have to do anything. You just lay there, but everybody still wants to fuck you. I'm getting cut in half. I don't want to learn all this fucking stupid shit.
Although, you know what's funny, though? They're actually doing most of the work.
Yeah.
It's the guy who has the easier
course.
job. The guy,
what
the
are they
guy is
doing
just
in there?
pointing at the box.
They're not just lying?
The guy doesn't do anything. He just points at the box. The girl is doing all the work.
I'm talking when he slices her with a sword,
Yeah,
though.
but she's doing all the work.
She's contortioning in there.
I know. I can do that.
They're doing, when they're smiling in those boxes, but they are doing crazy hard stuff.
Some guy cut a chicken in half, I think kind of recently. Like, he fucked up. Or maybe it was a dream in my head.
Oh, a chicken half. I heard a chicken. I was like, started licking my lips.
It's like this like permanent like thing I have in my nose now due to years of cocaine use, I think. But I mean, I haven't done cocaine in a long time, but like this is like a recent cold, I think, that just set it off.
Ooh, free nose job.
I guess. It's
Doctor,
like,
help.
who needs 2 nostrils?
Really, why do you need 2 nostrils? I think
I'm
one big
saying.
one to hoover it all up.
Yeah.
One big door.
Why is that? Why do we have a septum?
I don't know.
I don't. I won't anymore.
Right. I might not either.
Mine's all deviated and Jewy.
I can touch the top of my nose through the roof of my mouth.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, that's insane.
I just burnt a hole right through.
No, I
Can you touch your nose with your tongue?
Not at all.
I could touch your nose with my tongue out my nose to your forehead.
Do it.
Wait, what?
I really feel like I
Then
could.
it's just called technical difficulties.
So, have you ever dated a magician? I know there's only 10% women, but have you ever like maybe thought about it? You know?
There are not that many. But yeah, I've definitely dated a couple girls who knew magic.
Do you get more pussy after magic shows or comedy shows?
Neither. No. That's a good question.
I know.
I feel like
I feel it's got to be magic. Because for comedy, they can hear you talk, right? But for magic...
No, I'm a talking act though, so I'm talking either way. Magic is more exciting.
But all magicians seem gay, so then there's like still up in the air as to whether or not you are.
Right, but if you're attending a magic show, that's your fetish, that's what you want, that's your thing. So I'm there to fuck a magician, probably. If I'm in my 30s, like, yeah, maybe I'm excited about magic, or I'm there to fuck a magician. You know, so I think that like your pool is probably pretty
like a magic
strong.
groupie.
Yeah. But isn't that the same for comedy? There's comedy groupies.
But isn't that the joke?
No,
right?
I know.
If you're a rock star and if you like to fuck rock stars, you're a groupie. If you like to fuck comedians, you're a chuckle fucker.
Yeah.
If you like to fuck magicians, you're gay.
I was like, what am Myka?
Fuck, I'm gay. Oh my God, I'm gay. After all these years of denying it.
I'm trying to. There's been one magician who hit on me, who wanted to date me. His name is Albert Cadabra. Everyone look him up. He looks like a jacked leprechaun. But I think he's like really good at magic.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's Bill Burr Cadabra.
Yeah. He looks like Carrot Top, like shaved his head and does magic.
He's a good looking dude.
Carrot Top, would you?
No, well, not Carrot Top.
Fuck, Mary, kill, Carrot Top.
You know Albert Cadabra?
Yeah.
Oh my
we know
God.
everybody. It's the magic community is like very, very, very tiny.
Oh my God. Okay,
Tell
then
him
maybe
I
I will
said
say
hi.
the name. Okay, so the one who would fuck me was John B. Bourne.
Oh wow.
Ah!
That's amazing.
Why is that amazing?
I know him very well.
Yeah.
Because you guys fucked. Here's the thing.
Do you know him to
fucked
have sex?
Harrison, but he wouldn't fuck you.
Did you guys have sex?
No.
That would
Have you ever
fuck me up.
Have you ever
That
seen
would
him?
have fucked him.
That would
would've been-
fuck my
I would-
ego up so hard.
If we were
That
Eskimo
would be
sisters?
brutal.
He's plowing Greenbaum, but you did. Oh, you did fuck this one.
No, I
No,
didn't
this
fuck
is
a
the one
girl.
that he's a nice guy. He sells a pouch, the John B. Bourne like bag.
Shut
he
up.
sells a magician's
The baby
bag.
Bourne?
It should be called that. No, it's like a satchel for your tricks. He sells it. He also
sells
has a couple
purses.
of books. Did he ever show you his books?
Yes, I did. I read them while he slept.
Wow.
I was obsessed.
That's impressive.
It was a long time ago, but I was very obsessed with him at the time.
He was really tired.
I feel like
from
that's a
not fucking
gigantic
you.
turn on. If you write a book, that's like just an impressive
Well,
thing.
he was an impressive guy. He was very like goal oriented, and he was also like really like a fan of my comedy. Like I think he really like was
That's awesome.
thought I was so like we were a Q match, but it was like too crazy.
But your pussy wasn't a goal.
Do you know?
of his.
Do you know him to have ever had sex with a woman?
I don't know him well enough for that, but no, it was surprising to me. I mean, it is surprising, but not surprising.
What?
What does that mean? That's
Like
the
on one hand, I'm
gayest
like,
answer.
no,
What?
it's surprising.
Is it surprising?
I
or
wouldn't
is he a
have guessed
faggot?
that. I wouldn't have guessed. No, I don't think that. But I wouldn't have guessed that. But when you say that, I'm like, that tracks.
What? That
Not that
he
he's-
would be withholding?
No, not withholding. That he would be a little bit hesitant. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, he's like from Kansas, and he's like all religious.
Yeah, I don't
and
want to
stuff.
judge somebody
Yeah.
for wanting to be in it. Like, if you want to hold out sex for a marriage or something, like I don't. I'm not going to judge it.
I'm not going to go into too many
my
details,
bag.
but I don't think that's what it was.
Oh. I'm trying to be so kind.
I mean, it's like, now I feel bad. I usually don't say the names of people, because of privacy or whatever, and it's been so long. But
he's a really nice guy.
He's a very sweet guy.
I think everybody should follow Albert Cadabra on Instagram and go to his shows. He's great.
He does more like the burlesque stuff.
Yeah,
he's in that scene.
Yeah, that's my zone. That's my little corner of the world sometimes. So yeah,
that's a whole other thing. There's this other guy, Matt Holtzclaw. Like, they do
I'm friends
really
with him.
good.
Yeah.
And Prakash, right? Because you're is that the Queen's connection?
I have. I met him through Patrick Terry, but then who you also know. I know so many.
Patrick Terry, I met at Magic Camp. He used to do. He sells a scholarship where he sends kids to camp.
He's sweet. He's a sweet. Every magician is a very sweet boy because it's like everyone who's been made fun of and alone, so they have so much time to be alone. Am I right? And then you spend that time in front of a mirror practicing the tricks.
But wouldn't you think that's also how you make a comedian? But comedians are not like that.
Well, comedians are desperate for that. I mean,
they're both more prickly.
They both want approval, but magicians are like, I will make you look at me because you need to understand something, and comedians are like, I'm angry at the world. Comedy is like magic. I mean, even joke structure is like,
it's a magic trick.
Yeah, it's a magic trick. There's a what's the word I'm looking for?
Misdirection. Yeah, it's all surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but magic is more sparkles and songs and
there is a lot more like theater,
animals.
Which is fun.
Animals. I mean,
I can never do the animals.
You never did animals?
No, because then you have to take care of them.
Yeah, then you have like a pet. You smell like rabbit shit all day, every day. That was the only. I was like, when my mom would get us magicians, we were little. I'm like, if it doesn't have a rabbit, I'm sending it away.
Isn't there some old story about like a magician who it's like does a dove trick and like it looks like he kills the dove, but then it flies away, and what happens is he has two doves and one of them actually gets murdered every time.
Oh, I mean, there are some old school methods where animals may or may not have died, but
birds are fucking
most magicians, like if you do a dove act where you produce doves, so the thing that I guess people don't realize is like, first of all, they have to be really trained because a dove, and if you just take a regular dove and you start
it'll freak out
clapping
later.
and putting stage lights on it and stage music, that thing will freak the fuck out. So you need to train it. Like you literally play applause in your garage, like add it on your boombox.
Oh
like,
my god!
You got to desensitize it to
just like Mike Tyson did with his pigeons.
Should I bring birdseed to a magic show and throw it?
Oh god. That could cause some bedlam.
Just like watch the mayhem ensue.
Once in a while I see somebody produce a bird and the bird's supposed to like kind of come around and then land back and it just stays in the house.
Yeah.
That's always like a very awkward moment of like, I guess that bird's going to live up there for the rest of the show.
And like there's the magician just like climbing
up.
And then
after the show you have to get a ladder and like get the thing down.
What's more humiliating when you bomb? Being a magician a magic act that fails or a comedy
magician failing is so worse.
It's gotta be
so
right.
much worse.
Betraying everyone. You're betraying the audience.
And by bomb, I mean if your trick fucks up. Like if a joke doesn't work,
magic, and they saw you failing at a magic trick.
But you have to when you do a trick, you build it up so much, right? You're like, wouldn't it be impossible if your card was in that box? And everybody's like, oh my god! And the music swells, and you take the thing off, and then it's not the card.
Has that happened to you?
Oh, every trick in my act, I talk about how I've earned every trick in my show. You earn it by screwing it up in every possible way.
Oh god, that sounds humiliating.
Most of the time, you get to a point where you know how to dance around it and fix it in real time. But like, so you know in your head that it's screwed up, but the audience doesn't know it yet until you fix it before they do. But yeah, you're looking at the thing and you're in horror like, oh, that's not at all a match, or like whatever it is.
Oh god,
I would just flash my tits. I'm like, this should buy us 10 seconds.
Or something breaks, and that happens all the time.
Maybe
like a prop breaks.
Kerryn, that's also Kerryn's comedy act too, though. Kerryn's failsafe is just
the bigger the tit, the more time you buy. Is that?
I mean, just logically got more surface area to look at.
Her tits are like the Men in Black stick.
So you only get like a millisecond.
Right. It's like, oh, she's fucking up that magic trick. That little boy. Wait.
But you'd be a good assistant because you want a small, slender body type.
Oh yeah, and I've lied about being a contortionist. So.
But you're a dancer too, so you have like. That's what you need.
I mean, and they almost fit me in one of those newspaper dispensers once on the street.
What?
Yeah, I folded up.
She says they almost fit me. She did that herself during a relapse.
No.
Nobody else wanted her to do that.
Were you trying to hide?
Tiana Miller was helping to shove me in that.
Oh, the brain patient. Her brain doesn't work anymore. Okay. What's your excuse?
I was hammered, like you said.
It is funny, though. You see, like, magicians where they're, like, husband and wife or, like, sister and brother, and then, like...
Sister and brother, they're fucking, right?
I hope not.
But they are.
I've met them where it's like the brother and sister, and the sister's married. Like, and the sister's like, "This is my husband." They're like, "All right, cool."
Oh God, I'm so grossed out by any brother and sister working together, but especially magic acts. It's
Well,
just,
especially in the beginning, though. Like, one of my best friends, his sister was the assistant because they were like 14. Like, who else is going to be your assistant?
it's a secret just you and I will keep.
It's a nice brother. They were.
Did they also take baths together?
Oh, I don't know. When do you stop taking naked baths with people?
5.
Is that the cutoff?
I think that's plenty.
Yeah.
Once you go to school, you're done.
Yeah, school is a good cutoff.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you at 4.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Cut that.
I just made that up. I'd be a great parent. Screw you, Reddit.
One time I
told you to stop going
I had a
on there.
skateboarding accident and I like cut up my back really terribly.
Little Bart Simpson.
Well, I was luging. You know, like when you like sit on the skateboard and you go down a hill. So
Yeah.
we're like, let's do it backwards. I just didn't look back. I thought I would just go straight. This is the story of my life. I just thought it would go straight. And I kept looking. I didn't turn around. So I went straight into like one of those metal green dumpsters and I rode it up. And so I was bleeding. So I got home and my mom was like, we have to shower this off of you. And I wore a bathing suit as my mom showered the
How old were
debris.
you?
I must have been at least 14 or something.
Yeah, because that's too old for your mom to see your penis.
Yeah.
Right, so I had to wear a bathing suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
My brother zipped his dick in a zipper once.
Oh, no.
And I barged in on the bathroom.
Something about Mary type situation?
Yeah, but he was like, it was really bad. He was like crying. And my
Oh my
mom was
God.
like getting him out of there. And they were in there for like another 10, 15 minutes.
How was he rescued?
My mom got him out of there.
Oh my God, does your brother have like a huge scar on his dick?
I don't know. I haven't sucked it in a while.
Have you asked him? I'm going to bring it up at next Thanksgiving.
Thanks, please do. I'll let you know. Actually, I'll just text him. Hey, do you have a scar? No, I don't think it was that dire. I think something about Mary was way more graphic than what happened.
Usually it's the balls, right?
Yeah, something.
It's
I don't
not
know.
the-
I was in and out
dick,
so
I don't know.
quickly. It was like the
feet
humiliation.
hands
Who's
have
not
huge
looking?
dicks.
I feel
Yeah.
like I've never,
Yeah.
knock on wood, but I feel
Thanks for
like
remembering, Myka.
I keep that. I don't just like blindly just yank it up real
He was
fast.
like 9 or 8 or something. Maybe he was like
That was a
playing,
real cocky move. Just no look, just whoosh.
maybe he was like playing helicopter with himself. I don't know what he was doing in there.
Don't you get a sense of where your dick is though in
Yeah.
space? So like you zip up your zipper so many times. Are you actually like folding it around?
No, but I have underwear, so there's
Yeah.
already a barrier. keeping
Maybe
it
he
in.
didn't have underwear on.
Well, he shouldn't be going commando with jeans. That seems like a disaster.
He was like 8 years old.
Even more of a reason. Who fucking doesn't wear underwear at 8? Everyone wears underwear at 8.
Nah, I was fucking rocking. No,
Kerryn.
I don't know.
I wore tighty whities
Who
up
knows?
until college.
Yeah.
Really?
They're
And then I
back,
was like,
baby.
I need to shift. I need to switch.
I'm not wearing underwear. I mean, this is underwear. This is a bodysuit. So why am I going to double layer
Oh, it goes
with
underneath.
underwear? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So then you're fine.
I don't need that many.
Because you wear it every day, Kerryn.
No, not this one. Not this one. I wear the
Oh, but how
black
do you
one.
pee? You got to take the whole thing off.
I just slide it over. I have a really tiny, tight little pussy. Just slide it right over.
Are you straight yet?
I'm not sure if this makes him more or less.
Stop it. Now he
What?
knows what I was doing.
Oh, she's wants to
I
turn
was
you
being
on.
seductive.
Sorry, I'm playing with
She
that
found
toy.
out I do magic and then she can't help herself.
I know. I want to land at least one magician before I die. And me and Albert Cadabra, I don't know.
What happened with Albert Cadabra?
We just didn't really hit it off, I guess.
You should find mine. I bet you could get him now.
I don't want your sloppy magician.
I never had
seconds.
him. That's what's great about
Oh,
it.
well, there's a picture.
Oh my God, that's Albert Cadabra.
Look at great body,
He's
right?
ripped.
Yeah.
It's Ehrenberg Cadabra.
Yeah. Great body. He's a good time too.
Boylesque.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Fun. Party dude. I love a party dude.
that's so
But yeah,
fun.
I guess we haven't really.
Yeah, most magicians don't look like that.
No, right?
I do magic conventions. That's like a whole other. That's an incredible
Is that magic
anthropological
for
experience.
magic? Is that magic for magicians?
Yeah, you perform for like 700 other magicians. But it's like all these kind of like gatherings are like an old people thing, right? Like I feel like it's aging up.
Yeah.
Like younger people aren't replacing the people
Yeah,
who are
tell me who
not
the
doing
hot
it.
new magician on the scene is. Like that's
hot
the
new
most
magician?
popular young. Are there that has like a different style? I mean, you got to think of like old school magician stuff, like hand tricks. That's like one thing,
Or like the David Blaine close up.
right? But then if also you think of like what's the one who's got its face eaten by the liger or whatever.
Oh, Sigfried and Roy.
Right, and you think like Vegas, like
That was
show
like the
tune.
90s Vegas, yeah,
You
or
know,
80s even.
Like with like the huge animals.
Criss
like,
Angel
Wow,
had-
like you need 8 tigers for magic or
Well,
whatever.
because it's Vegas, everything's like
Yeah.
extravagant.
yeah. But
Even
like,
Brittany, I
what's-
bet, has a few tigers.
Probably.
But like, what is today's magician? If I'm like today's magician, kid, what would you do? What would you be your magic trick?
It's there. Well, when I was like at camp, we were just talking about this because when I was a kid, the best thing you could do is win the stage magic competition, which is like the biggest. You have a stage act,
7, 8.
so you do your 7-minute manip act, or like you make birds appear, whatever you did for 7 minutes. And now the biggest competition is close up. It's like kids doing card tricks. We grew up with Copperfield seeing this, and they grew up with David Blaine. So it's like it's a very different.
I knew that because John was always like, "Oh, close-up magic is like the really difficult magic," and I was like, "Yeah, you're the best at it, baby."
Close-up magic. It's interesting. I think they're all difficult. Like, I think each side doesn't like the other.
What are you laughing at, Tricky?
Oh, there's Sigfried and Roy's picture.
Sigfried and Roy. So.
I mean, is there another comedian who has that joke that if you don't believe in true love, 2 gay German magician tiger lovers found each other in Vegas?
I thought one of them cloned the other one.
I was gonna, and then God came down in the form of a tiger and ripped one of their faces off.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's the white tigers, right?
Yeah.
Because white tigers have to be inbred to make them, so you end up with like these
tigers,
or like aggressive or whatever.
So that's the problem. Is the white tigers, and they made them in Vogue. So like all these other acts were starting to use white tigers, and there's all these accents because white tigers. That tiger was just trying to help.
Yeah.
See, not even colored tigers can get work in this
I don't think you can say colored
industry.
Yeah, exactly.
That's some bullshit.
Only the white tigers.
Ugh, all tigers matter. So I want to talk about a current scandal. David Blaine accused of rape. Should we be surprised? I say no.
I didn't get to read any of that information, but that surprises me.
It does?
Yeah.
Do you believe it, Myka?
Of course I believe it. I think now that there's even one accusation.
I wouldn't even fuck you.
Yeah, but I bet he would have raped me. He even said I'd rape you. He said it.
So your problem was consent?
So why didn't you just get him raping?
I would have. I was laying there real still. Looking at the clock.
No, you got to make him chase you.
God.
You got to be like, no.
You're just winking at him like, I definitely don't want to do this. Wink.
Yes. I mean, she said like he like drugged her, and then the next thing he knows, she was like laying.
2 British ex-models.
Oh,
so now there's 2 of them.
Yikes.
He's accused of sexually harassing a 19-year-old model.
That's not rape.
No, but the other one was like straight up like Cosby.
Natasha Prince says he raped her in 2004.
Jesus.
Like even did in the bathrobe at the end of the bed shit. It sounded just like a Cosby
that's
thing. Awful. And he's like, "You have nice tits" at the end, which for some reason is so fucking disgusting.
See, that time that AJ Descala put his hand up my skirt while I was working at Sushi Samba, he announced to the table he was sitting at, like, "I bet you have great tits," because I had like a low cut shirt on, and it was like the best compliment ever. I had the best night of my life.
Really? I mean, I guess he didn't have a lot of money to lose.
I would like weighed more. I probably weighed like 15, 20. I had my boobs out, and I was like, fuck yeah. It's like, cool. Thanks for the announcement. It was fun. But anyway, what were you saying about the nice thing?
He said that to her after he raped her.
Yikes.
Kerryn.
That's awful.
After?
But you're like, I totally relate because once somebody told me I had nice tits.
That's the only happened once.
Once in a restaurant where I was not getting raped, someone.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's obvious now that more and more people are coming forward that it's just pervasive in every industry.
Right. But I think now that I've heard that, I think every magician is a rapist. I'm ready to call it. You guys love keeping secrets.
Yeah, well, but that would presuppose that they even have the ability to,
or like, and they just love tricking people. It's like my dick's been in your hand the whole time.
You would know. Wait, she goes, the next thing I remember, I was sitting up in the makeup chair getting my makeup done and thinking, what did I do last night? Did I have sex with David Blaine? But I didn't want to. I felt hazy, completely out of it. I don't know, like shit like this is like
would you have preferred
confusion, another act of being around a magician. Would
you have preferred if instead of him saying nice tits, he just went ta-da? Like with
that? I don't know.
That's all. No, that's
made
terrible.
Your virginity disappear.
Oh God, there's a lot of those.
Yeah,
I had a buddy who, when he did restaurant magic, because there's always like the same like dad jokes that you get, like, can you make my wife disappear? Can you make my bill disappear? So I did that. We can talk about that. I did walk around magic at a Mexican restaurant
Oh, Mexico and magic. When I think Mexico,
right?
I think magic tricks.
Before your fajitas come, I'm here for entertainment. But he would have like a little, those like counters that count one at a time, those little like almost pedometer thingies.
Yeah.
He had one on elastic, so anytime they did the joke, instead of responding, he would just look at them and click it one forward and then release it.
That's hilarious. And do it in front of them?
Yeah, he'd be like, click.
Did they get it?
I don't. I think he did it more for him than them, but it's an amazing bit.
That. It's also like, and that's a suicide note at the end. Just like it's like 10,362.
Right when he says a certain number, he just explodes. I can't take it anymore.
What are other dad jokes that you're so sick of from?
Can you make my wife disappear is pretty bad.
Yeah.
The what else is? I'm trying to think of the any disappearing variation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's weird. I guess I don't. Oh, anybody asks me how I did it. It's just very annoying.
How do you do that? Right?
Well, there's
that's
like
what you guys call them. Howdy do dats.
No, but I like it.
But that's like
is that what John called?
I
think it's another magician.
Oh, ooh.
When you're watching a magic trick, isn't that the first thing you want to ask? Like,
but you know that I'm not going to tell you. That's what's so weird. Like,
maybe you might. Oh.
What?
Like after I do like a show, I just did 45 minutes of magic.
But if we were friends, if it was me.
Oh, if it was a friend, it's a little bit different. But like if I just saw you after the show, and you're just like, oh, I love your show. How did you do that one? Well, I'm definitely not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Did we find a deck of cards, Ricky?
No, Ralph doesn't have one.
Fuck.
Wow.
So now what? No magic? Oh God, I'm so bummed. Whenever I see a magician at a bar or anything, I just corner them and make them do tricks.
That's the same thing when you're like making a although you know what,
magicians always want to do
doing
it.
You're right.
You can't do anything. You can't steal Myka's nose with your thumb.
Can you? Yeah.
Come on, get her nose.
Give me a new one.
Get her nose.
Oh God.
Can you do any sort of illusion with my face? Maybe some contouring.
Can't you like hide one of these coasters or something?
Did you already do the magic trick? I'm looking around to see if there's any cards on the ceiling. There aren't.
I just started looking around to see if he hid any presents.
How does the card
like
trick?
Santa?
How does that work when like you fling a card and it's like on the other side of the window? How does that work?
There's a bunch of different ways to make that thing
There's
work.
more than one way to make that work?
Most tricks have multiple methods because it depends on the circumstance.
Really?
So like when that masked magician revealed all the stuff, he was only revealing, like when he said, this is how you make a lady float, and he like showed a forklift.
Yeah.
Like nobody's using that method. That's not the method.
Oh.
Because then you have to bring a forklift to every show.
Harrison, what's the method?
Oh, it's way more clever than that.
What is that?
There's literally...
Tell me one.
I could list at least 3 or 4 different ways to do it.
One.
Let me guess. One is reversing gravity.
That's it.
It's an
space.
air cycle.
Yeah.
Is it an air spin cycle?
No.
Okay.
You can do that.
All right.
That'd be really powerful air.
Is it a table with a mirror? A table with a mirror.
That's usually used for some stuff. But have you ever seen Penn and Teller's version on SNL?
No.
So everything's floating and flying, and then the camera pans out, and they're upside down. They're strapped in upside down. The whole set's upside down. And everything's taped down, so it looks right side up. So everything is just falling.
But doesn't it just fall to the ground, like to the ceiling?
But the camera is.
But then how is it floating instead of just on the ceiling?
Certain things are tethered, so he's letting it come up to his hand.
They're tethered. They're nailed down.
He's doing all sorts of things where, and then he's like passing the hoop over it because it's just hanging.
Yeah. What about fishing wire?
Yeah.
Fishing wire is pretty good.
Really?
Because we're talking about like for a live show, obviously for a tape. Like anyone who's like, how do they do that? And it's on TV. It's like, come on.
Well, that's a huge controversy in the community is how much can you sort of cheat or edit when you're showing your magic, right?
Yeah.
Because the problem is when you're watching it live, I'm moving your attention.
Yeah.
So like you're not seeing everything that's happening in front of you.
Yeah.
But if you're taping it, everything's available in that window. So you can just keep rewinding it over and over again and eventually see what you need to see. So that seems unfair to the magician. So I think most people say you can kind of edit around that and make sure that the attention of the camera is where a normal audience member's eyes would be.
I think
but like
that Harrison
filming fake reactions is pretty bad.
a really good magician.
Where should we look? So you're saying I'm moving your attention, you move your hand. Like where should we be looking to try and catch the magic trick?
I mean, by the time you are looking for it, it's too late.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, right?
Shit. So
we're directing your attention, and then you move your eyes, and you go, "Oh fuck! I didn't." He did that.
Yeah.
By the time you realize that, he's done his thing.
So do you know how to like watch a magician and watch him like? Do you see their tricks all the time?
Oh yeah, just the way like when you watch a comedian, you kind of like see jokes coming.
Yeah.
It's brutal sometimes watching a magic show because there's not very much surprise.
It's fun.
Really?
Because like, oh, I know what's like. You kind of know as soon as he starts the trick, you're like, I know exactly where this is going and what is about to happen.
Boring.
But then there were like the really good performers. I mean, like I've been very lucky to see some incredible shows where people are, the That's the best. It's just like when you see a really good comic after seeing a bunch of shitty comics.
Yeah.
You're like, but like.
So you can still be surprised or shocked.
Oh yeah. Once in a while you see a show and you're like, holy shit. Or even if you know how it's done, it's so impressively done that it doesn't even matter.
Who's like the best right now?
The best?
Yeah.
Well, there's different kinds. I mean, people like Derek Delgadio's show a lot. The best ever?
Yeah.
I don't know if he could work his way up there. I don't know if he is.
I should never let him go. Never let him go. Who did you say? John Diamatti?
Oh, no. Derek Delgadio, people really like his show in New York. So if you're in New York, that's a show that's worth catching.
Where is that?
In and of itself. It keeps getting extended. So he's sort of at the forefront of, because the problem with magic, unlike comedy, if somebody else is doing a bit that's like you're doing a bit and you hear that person do that, like, or I'm watching you perform and you do a bit, I'm not going to do a bit like your bit. That's your bit. But in magic, people see other magicians and just there's the stealing and copying is brutal.
Isn't it crazy?
It's
like if you're on a lineup and you prepared a trick and they prepared the same trick, does that happen?
That happens all the time.
God, how awkward is that?
Yeah.
How many magicians are we stacking these lineups with, though? I think these should be
I'm on
solo.
shows a lot where there's 4 magicians or 5 magicians, and you literally sometimes there's a whiteboard and you write the tricks.
I mean,
or you
that's
have to
the
email in
problem.
advance because you can't have 4 people doing Lincoln rigs.
Or like the hand slammy one.
I hate the hand slammy one.
I used to
That's
watch
the
a
worst
YouTube.
Trick. It's the worst trick.
I love watching those fail. There's like a whole YouTube chain of them.
Oh, where they like
That's why it's the
smush
worst
things
trick.
with their hands.
Yeah,
It's literally
this.
like this.
Yeah,
It's this, and you
So
just
there's
smash
like
it.
a couple
Yeah.
without this, and then they smash it. And
Yeah.
the worst one is where they take like a spectator on stage and
Yeah.
they do to the spectator's hand.
Yeah.
And they literally hurt another person.
Do you know how they know? They have a magnet ring, and they feel where the thing
Oh no,
is.
there's a ton of different ways for that trick to work.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you do so many different ways one trick? That's boring for the audience. Do a different way.
No,
trick.
not for. I'm saying each
The
magician uses a different
method.
method.
Why?
Because it keeps failing. Any version that comes out, it's called Smash and Stab. Any version I've seen that comes out, even the safest version, I know at least one person who screwed it up.
Oh my god.
Why would you risk that? That's like the worst.
It's because it's
And
terrifying.
there's so many videos online of just like
I don't even like
people
to
putting their
watch
hand
it.
through it.
Really?
Yes.
So
I
many
would
people.
lose my mind. Oh, them practicing it. I thought you meant like them like taking a civilian like from the audience.
No, that too.
That too, but I've
Every
seen
version of it going
I
wrong
would
is
lose.
online.
Wouldn't you sue? I would lose my
That's
mind.
what blows my mind.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, maybe they did. I mean, people have done it on live TV. It's horrendous. Ugh, it's a bummer.
Oh yeah.
So Harrison, where can we see you do comedy and magic?
Yeah, so I perform at Monday Night Magic pretty regularly. It's the longest running off-Broadway magic show. It's literally next door to the Cellar, the Comedy Cellar. So it's 115 McDougal.
That's
Cellar's
why I see you around there.
That's when if you see me around there in a suit,
Yeah.
that's when I'm doing magic.
Okay.
There's been nights, but my dream, because I would walk by the Cellar before I was past there, and I'd be going to Monday Night Magic, but I would like longingly look at the Cellar like one day. Mm-hmm. And then there was one night finally where I got to do both venues on the same night, and I was like, that was like a huge. It was so nice.
That's fun. So Monday Night Magic.
Monday
right
Night
here in
Magic and HarrisonGreenbaum.com, and then I also have HarrisonMagic.com, which is my sort of like more corporate magic website, but people can check that out.
Oh my God, you
But
must
what
be
just
so
happened
rich.
show.com. No.
Oh,
I wish.
I assume.
But magicians do get paid way better than comedians.
Right.
And I think that is more just a testament to the fact that magicians won't go below a certain price, whereas magicians will like
It's the
literally
same
do
thing
it for
with,
free or
it's the
worse.
Same thing with the burlesque. I've been saying that forever.
Yeah, but like a magician can prove that they're like they have to bring tricks and plan. Any comic can just be like, "I'll show up."
Exactly.
No.
Like
Right, it
a
doesn't-
burlesque performance,
yeah.
like make her costume, lug it with her, yada yada yada.
But yeah, at least you're bringing production value, so they feel like they're getting their money's worth because you've set up the stage and you do a thing that they definitely can't do. Whereas there's always that asshole who thinks they can do stand up, even though they definitely can't. But they just think that I can tell jokes and make people laugh. Or you charge a ton of money and then the set goes weird because it's a weird corporate show and they fucked you in every way they set it up, and then they're like, why did we pay you?
Oh no, that sucks.
That's always weird.
No, you got to pay me.
Versus magic. I mean, magic. You're like, I definitely gave you a show.
Yes. Ugh, I wish I could do that. I wish I was a musician or a magician, because that way
Music sounds fun.
it's all so much
You
better.
can play
than
alone
comedy.
and nobody has to pay attention to you,
Nobody
and
has
people
to-
still think you're good.
I know. Well, I feel the same way about magicians.
I can't listen to music.
Like-
I can't.
But all people have to do to appreciate magicians is
Live?
clap. Can you imagine if that's all? Whatever. I hate
Oh,
comedy.
the gasp is great when you're performing magic and
Yeah.
you literally hear somebody in the audience go, that's very good.
You made me breathe. Harrison Greenbaum Comedy, and find us. You know where to find me at Myka Fox, MYKAFOX. Kerryn, what about you?
If you're listening live, I will be at McGuire's all weekend on Long Island with Bonnie McFarlane.
Oh, that's great.
We're gonna have a good time.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
Thank you so much for coming. I want to have you back, and we're going to do a trick. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Done. Total deal.
Thank you, Harrison. All right, to everybody else, we hate you.